In this video, a woman goes on a date. Seems nice enough. Good conversation. Cute dog pictures exchanged beforehand. And then, he steals her dog. Literally puts her dog in his car and drives away. But don't worry, she got it back. And the way she did it? Chef's kiss. But that's later. First, we need to talk about dating apps. Tinder, Hinge, Bumble. Whatever poison you pick. They promise connection, romance, maybe even love. What they deliver? Catfish, criminals, and in one case, your own blood relative. Tonight we're diving into 5 true stories from people who swiped right and landed in their own personal horror movie. I'm your host, and this is Swipe Right into Nightmares. Let's start with a match made in, well, let's just say it wasn't heaven.
Okay, so this happened like 2 years ago, and I still haven't fully recovered. I was 24, just moved to Austin for work, didn't really know anyone. So obviously I downloaded Hinge because that's what you do when you're lonely and have Wi-Fi. I'm swiping for maybe a week. Mostly duds. You know the type, guys holding fish, guys at Machu Picchu like that's a personality, guys whose first prompt answer is looking for a partner in crime like sir that's not clever, that's a felony. But then, I match with this guy. Let's call him Tyler. Tyler's cute. 26, works in finance or something. We're vibing. The banter's actually good. He's funny without being try-hard about it. We talk for like 4 days straight. He asks me out. Coffee first, which I appreciated. Low stakes. Public place. Smart. So Saturday comes. I put on a cute outfit. Actually did my hair for once. Drove 20 minutes across town to this little coffee shop he picked. I walk in. I'm scanning the room. And I see him. And my brain just stops. Because I know that face. I don't know it from his profile pictures. I know it from Thanksgiving. From Christmas. From every single family reunion my mother dragged me to growing up. Tyler. Is Tyler. My cousin Tyler. Second cousin technically, but still. We share a great-grandmother. Our moms are cousins. I've seen his baby pictures in my grandmother's photo albums. I just stood there. In the doorway. Like a complete idiot. And the worst part? He didn't recognize me at first. He smiled. He waved. He was about to stand up and hug me. And I had to walk over and say, and I quote, Tyler, it's me. Jessica. From the family. The way his face dropped. Honestly iconic. We both just stared at each other for a solid 10 seconds. Then he goes, wait. Aunt Linda's daughter? And I said, yep. And he said, we should probably not do this. And I said, yeah. Probably not. We ended up getting coffee anyway because what else are you gonna do? We laughed about it. Kinda. He told me the algorithm is out of pocket and I told him I was deleting every dating app immediately. I didn't. But I should have. The kicker? We had to see each other at Christmas 3 months later. His mom asked if he was seeing anyone special. He looked at me. I looked at him. We both said no way too fast. Anyway. That's my dating app horror story. At least he was polite about it.
The algorithm doesn't care about your family tree. It just wants engagement metrics. But here's the thing, at least she walked away with a funny story. An uncomfortable Christmas, sure. But just a story. Our next girl? She walked into a date and realized she wasn't on a date at all. She was on a group outing. With her date. And his mother. Buckle up.
Okay, so I need y'all to understand, I really thought this was gonna be a good one. I'm 27. Met this guy on Bumble. Marcus. 29, had a job. Full sentences. No weird vibes in the messages. He asked about my hobbies. He remembered details I told him. Green flags everywhere. We planned dinner. Nice Italian place. Not too fancy, not a chain. Perfect first date spot. I show up a little early because I'm that person. I text him, "Hey, I'm here. Got a table by the window." He texts back, "Perfect. We're parking now." We. I just stared at that message. We are. We are. Plural. Multiple people. I thought maybe he was being weird about it. Like a we meaning him and his car. I don't know. I was in denial. Then I see him walk in. With a woman. Who is very clearly his mother. She's got the purse. The cardigan. The "I'd like to speak to the manager" haircut. She walks in like she owns the place and immediately spots me. Marcus waves. "Hey. This is my mom, Linda. She wanted to meet you." She wanted to meet me. First date. First. As in, the very first time we've ever been in the same room. And he brought his mother. Because she wanted to meet me. I didn't know what to do. I just smiled and shook her hand like this was normal. Like people do this. Linda sits down. Not across from me. Next to me. Marcus sits across from both of us. Like this is a job interview. And then. The questions start. "So, what do you do for work?" "I'm in marketing." "Benefits?" 401k. "Yes." "Good." Marcus needs stability. I'm not joking. She asked me if I wanted kids within the first 15 minutes. She asked me what my credit score was. She asked me if I knew how to cook traditional meals, because Marcus has a sensitive stomach. Marcus is 29 years old. And Marcus? Marcus just sat there. Nodding. Smiling. Letting it happen. At one point Linda ordered his food for him. She said, "He'll have the chicken parm, light sauce, no pepper. His tummy doesn't do well with pepper." His tummy. A grown man. With a tummy. I lasted about 45 minutes. I excused myself to the bathroom and genuinely considered climbing out the window. But I'm not that flexible and I was wearing a dress, so I just came back and said I had a family emergency. Linda looked suspicious. She said, "I hope everything's okay. Family is so important." The irony was not lost on me. Marcus texted me later asking if I wanted to do this again sometime. I said I was moving to another country. He said, "Oh, which one?" and I never responded. Last I heard, he's still single. Cannot imagine why.
A man, in his late 20s, whose mother orders his chicken parm, with no pepper, for his tummy. Dating apps are a beautiful thing. But at least Marcus was who he said he was. A real person. A real mama's boy. But real. Our next story? The person on the other side of that screen. Wasn't real at all. Well, they were real. Just not who they claimed to be. And the truth? Way worse.
Okay, I need to preface this by saying, I know I should have video called first. I know. Everyone knows. But sometimes you're dumb and lonely and you don't do the smart thing. So here's what happened. I'm 25. On Tinder. Match with this guy, Jake. His pictures are insane. Like, model level attractive. Jawline that could cut glass. Perfect hair. The whole thing. But he was actually engaging. Didn't just send hey and disappear. Asked questions. Seemed interested. We talked for like 2 weeks. Every time I asked to video call, something came up. Bad Wi-Fi. Broken camera. Work stuff. I should have seen the red flags. They were red. They were flags. But I was lonely and he was pretty and I'm a clown. We agreed to meet. Coffee shop. Saturday afternoon. Very public. Very safe.
I get there early. I'm nervous. I'm checking my hair every 2 seconds. I'm rehearsing conversation starters in my head. And then someone taps me on the shoulder. I turn around. And it's a child. Like, an actual child. Maybe 12 years old. Wearing a hoodie that's too big for him. Looking at me with this weird mix of pride and nervousness. I said, can I help you? He said, it's me. Jake. My brain could not process this. I just stared at him. I think I said what about 6 times in a row. He explained, and I'm still not over this, that he was bored, found some models' photos on Instagram, made a fake Tinder profile, and wanted to see how far he could get. He was 12. He was doing social experiments. On dating apps. For fun. I didn't know whether to be angry, impressed, or terrified. I settled on all 3. I asked him where his parents were. He said they thought he was at a friend's house. I asked him how he even got here. He said he rode his bike. He biked 40 minutes to catfish me in person. The dedication is almost concerning. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't just leave a 12-year-old at a coffee shop downtown. So I called his mom. Yeah. I called his mom. I found her number because he, brilliantly, had his real Instagram linked in his Tinder bio. Which connected to his family. Because he's 12 and doesn't understand digital privacy. His mom showed up about 20 minutes later. She was mortified. Like, purple in the face mortified. She apologized about 15 times. Kid got grounded until the sun explodes, apparently. And me? I sat in my car for 20 minutes questioning every life choice that led me to that moment. I deleted Tinder for 3 months after that. When I came back, I made video calling mandatory. Non-negotiable. If you can't prove you're a legal adult, I'm not meeting you for coffee.
A 12-year-old. Running catfish operations. For content. We've created a beautiful society. But here's the thing, that kid was playing a weird, harmless game. No money stolen. No real damage done. Just chaos for chaos's sake. Our next story? Not so harmless. This guy wasn't confused. Wasn't curious. He was running a con. And the price tag? $300. And her dignity.
Alright. This one still makes my blood boil, so bear with me. I'm 28. Been on the apps for a while. Matched with this guy Derek. 32. Sales exec or something. Well dressed in his pictures. Seemed successful. We talked for a week, good chemistry, decided to get dinner. He picked the restaurant. Should have been my first red flag. It was this upscale steakhouse downtown. The kind with no prices on the menu. You know the type. I figured maybe he was trying to impress me. Fine. Can do fancy. We meet there. He looks good. Well dressed. Confident. Very charming. The kind of charming where I should have realized something was off. But I was distracted by the free bread. The waiter comes. Derek orders. And orders. And orders. Appetizers. 2 of them. A 24-ounce ribeye. The most expensive one. Lobster tail on the side. A $90 bottle of wine. Fancy dessert. I ordered a salmon and a side salad because I was trying to be reasonable. He looked at me like I was crazy. He said, "Live a little. This is a celebration." I asked, "Of what?" He said, "Of meeting you." I thought it was sweet. I'm an idiot. We've established this. Dinner goes fine. He's entertaining. Tells stories about his job, his travels, his investment portfolio. Really selling the successful businessman thing. I'm buying it. Then the bill comes. $312.47. He looks at the bill, looks at me, and says, "Oh no, I think I left my wallet in my car. Let me go grab it real quick." And he gets up, and he walks out. And I'm sitting there alone with $312 worth of steak and lobster on the table that I did not eat. Wait, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15. He's not coming back. The waiter comes over, asks if everything's okay. I have to explain that my date just left. The pity in that man's eyes. I'll never forget it. I ended up paying. Had to. I wasn't gonna dine and dash because of this loser. Cost me my entire paycheck for the week. I cried in the parking lot for 30 minutes. And here's the kicker, I tried to text him. Messages didn't go through. Called. Number disconnected. He unmatched me on the app. Like a ghost who smells like expensive cologne and shattered dreams. I posted about it on a local subreddit. Turns out, I wasn't the first. 4 other women came forward with the exact same story. Same guy. Same restaurant. Same forgot my wallet move. He'd been running this scam for months. We reported him to the police. No idea if anything came of it. Probably not. But at least other women were warned. Now I always insist on splitting the check. First date. We're going halfsies. I don't care if you're.
He stole $300. He did it with a smile. And he walked out the door like it was nothing. But here's the thing. $300 hurts. It stings. It makes you angry. But money? Money can be earned back. You work another shift. You cut expenses. You recover. What do you do when someone steals something you can't replace? Our final story. A date that seemed perfect. A guy who seemed kind. And then he took the one thing she loved most in the world. He took her dog. And what happened next? Let's just say, he picked the wrong woman.
Okay. Deep breath. This is the one. So I'm 26. I have a dog. Her name is Maple. She's a golden retriever mix, about 4 years old, and she is my entire heart. I adopted her 2 years ago, and she is literally the best thing in my life. I mentioned Maple in my dating profile because she's a huge part of my life. If you don't like dogs, we're not compatible. Simple as that. Match with this guy, Connor. 30, seems great. Dog lover. Has pictures with dogs. Talks about how much he loves animals. Perfect. We talk for like 2 weeks. Really good conversations. He asks about Maple constantly. Wants to see pictures. Wants to know her personality. I thought it was cute. He was just a dog person, right? Wrong. We plan a date. He suggests a dog-friendly patio. Says I should bring Maple so he can meet her. I think that's adorable. Red flags. Nowhere. Green flags everywhere. The date starts great. Connor's charming. Maple loves him. He's petting her, giving her treats he brought, which I thought was so thoughtful, and we're having a great time. About an hour in, he says he needs to grab something from his car. Says he brought a toy for Maple, wanted to surprise me. He takes Maple's leash. I didn't think anything of it. We were at a patio with a little gate. His car was like 30 feet away. He walks to his car, opens the back door, puts Maple inside, and drives away. I just stood there. For like 5 full seconds, I didn't process what was happening. My brain was like, no, that doesn't make sense. He's just moving the car. Then it hit me. I ran out to the parking lot. Gone. He was gone. With my dog. I called him. Straight to voicemail. Texted him. Nothing. I called the police. I was hysterical. Full breakdown in this restaurant parking lot. The staff was trying to help. Everyone was confused. The cops came. Took a report. Said they'd look into it. But I could tell they didn't really have leads. I didn't know his last name. The app profile was gone. His number was already disconnected. I was devastated. I couldn't eat. Couldn't sleep. Maple was my best friend, and some psycho just took her. But here's where the story turns. I posted everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Nextdoor, local Reddit, every lost pet group I could find. I offered a $500 reward. I printed flyers. I was on a mission. And then, 3 days later, I got a DM. Someone recognized Maple from a different dating app profile. This woman matched with a guy, different name, same pictures, and he had Maple in his profile photos. He was using my dog to get more matches. My dog, that he stole. She sent me his new profile. Different app, different name, but same location radius. He was still in the city. I contacted the police. They said they'd investigate, but I wasn't waiting. I made a fake profile, matched with him myself, played it cool, flirted, told him I loved his dog, asked where he got her. He said she was a rescue. The audacity. I set up a date. Same kind of setup, dog-friendly place. Asked him to bring his dog because I wanted to meet her. He said yes. I showed up with my brother, my cousin, and my cousin's boyfriend. 3 very large, very angry men. And me. Connor walked in. With Maple. The second Maple saw me. She lost her mind. Tail going crazy. Pulling on the leash. Trying to get to me. Connor's face when he realized what was happening. Priceless. Absolutely priceless. My brother stepped up. Very calmly. Said, you have 2 options. You give us the dog, and you walk away. Or we call the cops, and this gets really complicated for you. Connor tried to play dumb. Said it was his dog. Said he didn't know what we were talking about. Then I showed him the screenshots. His old profile. The texts. The photos of Maple from my Instagram that he'd screenshotted. Everything. He went pale. Like actually pale. Just dropped the leash and walked away. Didn't say anything. Just left. I got Maple back. She was okay. A little confused, but okay. We went straight to the vet to make sure she was healthy. She was fine. I filed a full police report. I don't know if anything happened to Connor. Honestly, I don't care. I got my dog back. That's all that mattered. And I got her microchip the next day. And an air tag on her collar. And I never, ever let anyone I've just met hold her leash anymore. She's sleeping next to me right now, actually. Best girl in the world. Swipe left on anyone who seems too interested in your pets. Just saying.
5 stories. 5 strangers on the internet. 5 reminders that the swipe is a gamble. A cousin behind the curtain. A mama's boy with no shame. A child playing games. A thief in a nice suit. And a man who tried to steal someone's best friend. Dating apps promised us connection. What they delivered? Well, you just watched it. But here's what I'll say. Every single one of those women, they survived. They laughed. They adapted. They told their stories. The algorithm might be broken, but the people using it, they're tougher than you think. Until next time, swipe carefully.